love the pause.
Like, how is this even a happen? Like, how would you let this happen more than once in your life? Do you know what I mean? How would you? Like, you'd done it once. The first time you did it, you might be like, you know, a bit polite, and you might be like, oh yeah. Then the second time you did it, you'd say, okay, like you did that the other day, so I've heard that now. And you're like, yeah, but I've heard it though. I don't beat around the bush with this shit. I can't. This is your life that's going by. You know, you just got to tell him. No, you can't. Otherwise, you put up with it the rest of your life, and you have to listen to it all the time. You've already done that tonight, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Get the donuts out. It was better when you She did that face. She did that face twice now, look. Look. That. Is that a sort of... I'm wondering, like, if that's a sort of aggression face. Like an almost like a sort of Tourette's level of a sort of like, oh, like, you know, she's being very calm throughout all of this, and she's got people in her chat saying things, and she's got him playing the piano, and she might just feel really fucking angry, and it might just flash across her like that, but it's not quick enough to be a micro expression. So it's weird the way she does it, almost like she's flexing it and then she puts it away. Look. And it was directed at him. Look. Like, what she does is she checks. She did it earlier as well. There was a little one about a minute ago that I pulled the same face when I noticed her doing it. I was like, why is she doing that? But watch this. Like, she looks around. Like, it's almost like she looks around, like, you know, to see, is he looking, you know, like, or is someone else? I don't know where Salah is situated in this arrangement, but like, it's almost like she looks around to see, you know, is she looking, is he looking? And then she aims it at him, I think. Or maybe she's doing it at the hamster or doing it at the cat, but like she aims it. And then she's back up at the chat, you can see me, and I'm going to stop doing that and turn it into a bit of a funny face. But it's almost like an involuntary, like, the only time I can actually relate this to something, which is, yeah, well, I'd relate it to, I think that I think it reminds me of like a sort of micro expression is not like, the thing is with a micro expression, like a micro expression, you have very quick expressions that flash on your face, like that reveal things, yeah, but this isn't as quick as that. Like, it stays for longer, but it's almost like when she realises she's doing it, she stops doing it. So it's almost like a sort of, you fuck, hi, you know, like a sort of subconsciously or unconsciously, she just let it out for a minute, like she's pretending to have a nice smile face, like she's enjoying it, and then she's like, fuck off, and then okay, don't fuck off. Like, but she doesn't address it or talk about it, she just does the weird face. It's a very strange behaviour, and it's not a sort of normal body language reaction that any, like, unless it's a performed action there where she's like thought, they're all looking at me, I'll pull a funny face, you know, and she's done that, which I don't really feel, because like the way it was directed, like, I feel like it's just that she's actually at the end of her tether, and she does feel like, oh, would you shut up, because no one else could, like I keep saying, I can't understand. I've been able to turn the sound down and pause it and stuff. She's had to listen to that constantly going on. Like, it must annoy the fuck out of her. But her strategy on dealing with it is to not tell him, to pretend that she likes it, and then secretly underneath she's getting well eggy. So it's just like at one point, and she's like a naughty person, isn't she? She's like a child who won't behave, so like, fuck you, behind your back, like, giving it a bit of that. Like, but we got to see it, I think. Like, that's what I really think that is. I'm going to skip back a bit, because I think she did it again a little bit earlier. There it was. Let's see what the first one was like. I don't know how often she does this, whether it's like a tick, or like... There. Like, that's obviously pulling a face to the audience, yeah? Like, she's deliberately putting a face, but the teeth have gone like to do the face. It's not like a it's like a Like, it's an expression of frustration and rage, as faces go. And what's she doing it just to get a bit of a laugh, you know, to have a bit of a laugh, or is it like a sudden burst? And you've got to remember, like, she's physically hemmed in, like, by her body, by her surroundings. I think that looks like a sort of unconscious. It's like, it's weird. It's like giving into a feeling rather than a Tourette's. You know what I mean? Like that's right there. And so, like, she could just quite easily go, oh, fucking, you know, that's quite there, easy. So she does it, and then she, no, it's just a little joke. But it's so easy, it's right there, and it's like she almost wants to do it, so she does it. But it's a joke, but it's not a joke, you know, because, like, Freud would say that jokes, like, they have something to do with your subconscious. You know, accidents aren't accidents, and this sort of stuff. So, like, quite revealing that she should do this, no? Like, she wants to tell him to fuck off. Yeah, that, if you just saw that, like, as a snapshot, I'm sure, or maybe she's doing it for the people who make the thumbnails, because that's got to be someone's thumbnail now, hasn't it? Like, isn't that's thumbnail fodder? But, like, if she like, if you just, because we have just paused in that moment, but, like, if she was, you know, in this moment, in this, like, if you pause in that moment, that is the feel, that's the, like, oh fuck, you know, that's what's going on there, isn't it? It's almost like I say, I think she's had to hold that feeling back for so long during this little process that it's just coming out in this little way. Like, it's more comfortable for her to just do it quickly and then, okay, I've done that now, pretend to be normal again. Because it's followed by a sigh as well. Look, like, when she does it, like, she's getting a bit fed up, she can't talk, then she goes, I love it. Like, it's like the mask slips.
I love the pause.
I love the pause. Like, come on. Come on. You don't love this. And that's another, that again, as well, I think this is aggression. She looks into camera, or at chatting into camera, and she gives the wide eyes, and she flashes the eyebrows, which if there was you and me and someone was playing the piano and you did this to me or I did this to you, you'd think, oh, we're taking the piss out of shitty piano man here, aren't we? Poopy piano man. Oh, the old poopy piano. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, you know, it's like a signal, isn't it? It's like a signal. And I suppose that kind of worries me as well. Like, the other things that the face is, I think that's almost like a form of Tourette's, like I said, but this is almost like is this signalling? Like, give us a sign if you're in trouble, signalling? Or is she signalling to the audience, he's obviously a wanker and I can't stand it? Like, what's going on here with this wide-eyed, conspiratorial wide eye, and the eyebrows as well? The eye, maybe she's just trying to, like, have a joke with the audience at Salah's expense but not be noticed. But it's a funny position to be in, because you've just encouraged it and said how good it was the whole time. So, like, where does that come from? And again, she's a massive fake lying narcissist, so half of her body language expressions are performative actions that are designed to make you think and feel stuff. So some of these more dramatic actions are probably just performances, but, like, her choice to perform it is still a choice. Do you know what I mean? And, like, what is it that she's performing? Because with narcissists, sometimes it's hard to read their body language because it's not the same as others, because they don't have the same feelings and attachments to feelings. So that's dancing, that bit, that with the mouth, like almost like bum ba bum, you know, doing the drums, like she's acting out the performance of someone who's doing the dancing. Like, back to smiling, big fake smile.
Good night, Hexie. Yay! Thanks, babe.
And she, like, cheered the end of it then, as if to say, right, shut up now, I'm going to start talking again, super chats and stuff. Like, she was patient and quiet. Like, I don't get me wrong here, right? But Curious Cat, right? You think that, I think, you know, I don't know if we've discussed this angle a bit before, but you think that, like, she's got a lot of agency and control here. But I wonder to myself whether it looks nice on camera when she's doing the stuff on camera, but, like, what's happening behind the scenes, because she is basically trapped in that room and he has all the power, and, like, she doesn't seem to want to piss him off here, does she? Like, she's not keen to tell him off or tell him to shut up, and, like, we all know this is bad, so why doesn't she just say, even politely, not tonight, love, can you stop it? Like, why is she so it's like I know that in certain of the countries there can be a sense of like subordination. I know she's not as helpless as I think, but like there's like this subordinate aspect to it, isn't it? Like, you know, she's not like standing her ground here and telling him to shut up. Instead, she's having to passively put up with it and pretend that she likes it. And maybe there's a sense of like, you know, like that's a bad sign. Basically, I'm saying that's a bad sign that she doesn't feel like strong and confident to have that opinion and to tell him like this is a stream as well. Like people are watching this shit. People in chat are saying that it's shit. Like no one thinks the music is good. No one other than Salah. No one in the world thinks listening to that is good fun. And if you do think it's good fun, you don't think it's good fun after she's done it on 3 consecutive streams. So, like, why isn't she saying it? And I really do get a sense of, like powerlessness insofar as, let's say she has a go at him and says, I don't like the music, and like she causes an argument, and then he has a problem, and like there's some negative comeback to her from that, and she's on the live stream. Maybe it's just the fact she's live and she doesn't want to say it live. But like, I feel like she's not being her honest, true, genuine self here, and the reason is she's afraid of the response from saying it. Like, she doesn't want to get into that world of she said that to him, and that makes me worry about how he behaves. You know, like whether she feels maybe it's just like, you know, she's having to keep him happy, if you know what I mean, keep him sweet, so she feels this is a way to do it rather than piss him off. But that's what I worry about. It's like in worlds where you can't piss people off because they might throw a fit, right, and have a random tantrum. Oh, you've made me cross, so now I'm going to have a massive tantrum. Yeah, you're a good person then, aren't you? You're a wonderful person. No, you're an aggressive, violent, random, you know, can't keep your feelings in check. So, like those sort of people, you try and keep them sweet, don't you? Because like they're like volatile. That's it, volatile. I don't see Salah being volatile on streams, but that doesn't mean that they haven't had fat arguments that she's confessed to. So I don't know. Like, it's just like with volatile people, you're keen not to say to them, "Stop playing the piano, you prick." Yeah, because it might piss them off. I just worry about that aspect. I've said it now. I've made it clear. And let's have a look at this other expression, which I don't know if it's a micro expression or what you'd call it, but she does it one more time.
Okay, let's read the chat summary. Viewers are sending birthday wishes
did I miss it?
to the streamer and chatting about their favorite Pokemon. Some are expressing their dislike for Christmas songs, while others are suggesting alternative destinations to go to instead. What? Talk their favorite Pokemon. Mine is Seal and Snorlax.
Every time?
Pokemon.
Fist pump every time, and then here comes the face. After all that fakeness, there's just that, isn't there? After all that fakeness, Pokemon, yeah, he's doing it again, Pokemon. I'm glad that he's playing Pokemon for a second time. Like, so every time he does it, Pokemon, she does this. That's good. And it's just fake. This, yeah? So that's the real deal there, isn't it? Like, fucking hell! Like, frustration for a second. Because it needs to come out, because that's what's going on in her brain, and it's what's going on in her mind. And like I say, she's trapped in the body, she's trapped in the house, she's trapped with the man. Like, there's all sorts of extra connotations to it. Like, it's a mess, that. And it's almost like, you know how she gives herself what she wants all the time. There's a funny one now. When we were the old fencing team when I was a kid, the old fencing team when I was at school, we're all on the minibus, and our friend Marco, I won't say his surname actually just because it's the internet, but Marco was telling us about a pornography film that he had watched where it was really badly dubbed, and it was German and English, and the man was like a German speaker that had translated it into English for the dubbing, and he said that the phrase that's locked in everyone's mind forever that was on this minibus trip is him saying in his dubbed German, pseudo-German voice, "Give her what she needs, you bitch." And he said it on the minibus. He said, "Give her what she needs, you bitch," like that. And everyone thought it was really funny. So, what's that got to do with anything? Yeah, giving people what they need or what they want. Like, she always gets what she wants, yeah? So, like, you feel trapped, big ups. Or don't you hate feeling trapped, yeah? Like, she's got these extra layers of trapped, hasn't she? Like, physically, like, it's not just that she doesn't want to go out because there's nothing much to do. It's that she can't physically go and walk around because she's massive. So, like, physically trapped in her own body situation. There's so much frustration involved in all of this that she doesn't admit to because she's so, like, pompous about it on the internet. She wouldn't want to show the weakness of saying that she's trapped, would she? So, like, she compensates the other way, like making it sound like it's all wonderful, and then, like I'm saying, she always gets what she wants. She's a naughty person who always gets her own way and always gets what she wants, right? So in this moment where she doesn't really want to be fake and pretending, and what she really wants to do is to say fuck you, she allows it mentally. Like, she mentally gives it herself just for a second, like a big bite of something naughty you're not supposed to have, or a go on the vape when you turn the thing around, or, you know, I'm not supposed to, but I'll just have one quick one. You know, it's that mentally, and then it comes across the face. It's like a physical response to, that's what she wants to do for that moment, so she allows it a little bit. It's like a little bite of a donut, like. And she knows it, because when he starts up that piano again, she's like, fucking hell, not again, like. Oh, and even just before it as well, isn't there? Look, there's this moment here where she, like, sort of looks over to him, closes her eyes. I'm assuming he's over there. She looks over to him and she sort of closes her eyes and thinks, for fuck's sake. Like, you know, she has to mentally check out for a second. The long close of the eyes, I know I've paused it, but the long close of the eyes, the long blink, is giving yourself a mental break. And she has to give herself a mental break. And when she returns from the mental break, he's still there, the sound is still there, and she's like, fuck off. And then she takes that away quickly. I think that roll of the eyes to the one side where I said she was looking around, that might be looking to escape, like looking elsewhere, just, you know, looking off camera to something else. Please fucking save me, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snorlax.
Snorlax, he's laughing at her for looking like a great big fat Pokemon in those colours. Do you know what Snorlax looks like? That's the equivalent to calling her the Ursula. That's a diss. Like, you don't do that to your wife on the internet. Like, that's really bad form, especially Muslim. I'm sure she regrets it, but it's too stubborn. Yeah, like, she's in such denial. She's, like, so hard denial, isn't she? So there are a lot of people in the world that are in denial, and they just refuse to see the truth in front of their eyes. It's what it is, isn't it? You can't. What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm not supposed to do anything for everyone. You know, it's fine, but you just see it. You can just see the obvious stuff in front of your eyes, and, like, they don't just take a step back and go, "Hang on, like, what's going on here? Are you sure we should be? Is this right?" Like, and, like, she won't just take a step back and say, "All right, like, I can just change all this. I don't have to put up with this bollocks." But she won't. She's down this pipe hole, so it's admitting it to herself first before she can even make a change. And, like, yeah, denial. She keeps blinking now.
Very good. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chewy's mom.
I appreciate it.
Oh, really? YouTube lover, I haven't seen any of the comments.
She hasn't seen the comments. Well, then what's she been doing, staring into her phone,
Yeah,
looking at her own
it's an
face?
AI chat summary. The chat summaries are hilarious. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go to sleep.
She's angry and fed up. Look, she's going to go to sleep. So again, like, saying that she's tired. You know, maybe that moment before you're tired, you get a bit eggy. Maybe as you're getting tired, you get, like a baby this is, but they get eggier. And then, like, she's had to listen to all that fucking piano playing and put up with it. And she hasn't said, "Shut up, I'm tired, I'm trying to talk to the camera." So I honestly think it's frustration signs, like physical frustration signs across her face. And she just couldn't help it. And it just shows you the truth of how she feels about him, which is she hates him and wishes he was dead.
It's almost 11, so... Jigglypoof? Yes! I've neglected you guys, sorry.
I mean, that's a bit harsh what I said there. She hates him when she was... But you know what I mean? She feels extreme negativity towards him, especially when he's playing that damn piano. Like all of us do. Like all of us do. And talking about her sleeping arrangements as well, do you think she's going to get up off there and go waddling over to the bed? She wants to send this back. She's going to fucking sleep in it now on the sofa. There we go again. The face.
Did you guys? Sorry.
Where did that face? Did she hear him start the next thing on the keyboard or notice him doing it, or is it just fucking frustration at this point? Because he starts up again, doesn't he? And it's like almost like she's saying, "You're not going to play that again." Like,
Guys, sorry.
Do, re.
Oh yeah.
Do you know it?
Yep. Re, mi, fa.
yep. And she then plays along. That's the problem with this. Is yep, but I'm fed up. So would you stop playing it? Is the correct truth of what she feels. But is she playing along for the camera, or is she playing along to keep him happy? Because neither are really worth it.
Do, re.
Oh yeah.
Do you know it?
Yep.
Yep.
Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Like, how many of us have been in that situation? Like, she's turning it into a thing now, right? But how many of us have been in that situation where you answer the question with "yep," because you're just like, "I've had enough now."
See, do. Yalla, again. 3, 2, 1.
It's correct, you know.
Do, re, mi, fa. Oh, I forgot it.
Do, re, mi,
Fa, so.
la, si, do.
Oh yeah. You too, Tira. Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, drop of golden sun.
What passes through his mind as well, which is like to say, she's doing a live stream, people watch her eat and talk about shit on the internet. What they probably like to hear is me play the fucking theme tune to Pokemon 4 times every night. Like, they're probably going to enjoy that. That's what the internet has been waiting for. This could go viral. Like, and like I swear, we're into this sort of stuff. Like, we watch it, so it kind of has context now. But if you just walk in the room, like, if you just, like, you know, let's say a mate of mine comes round from the pub, because I don't really explain all these bollocks to my mates at the pub, yeah. They're just like, "Who's this woman?" I'd be like, "Well, she's on the sofa." That, like, you know, if you just look at this, the framing of it, it's on a wonk. She's lying on the sofa. She's obviously massively obese. Like, she's got a problem with her eye. She's wearing the hijab, which, fair enough, you know, Islamic, but it's not culturally normative for people like her from Canada. So, like, there's a lot of different things here all mixed up. And then there's this guy in the background playing a fucking keyboard, and like, she's just like this honestly looks like some sort of asylum. It honestly looks like someone's, like, you know, going. It's like one of those TV shows like Big Brother or something, where like they put extra super nutters. It's like if we did a nutter watch Big Brother house. You know, it feels like that. All they need is 2 more nutters living there, and then you're away. Then it's just like free for all nutter house, isn't it? Like, they're so close to that at the moment, like, just chaos.
Sound of music. Black sheep, have you any book?
This can be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or a Twinkle, Twinkle, right?
Yeah, and it can also be Baba Black Sheep.
What?
Yep. Black sheep.
No, wait.
Yes sir, 3 bags full.
Like, I feel like sometimes I watch things and I'd like to write them down and put them as scenes in movies. Probably I'll say this now, and some like cheap bastard like Luke will steal it and put it in his sitcom. But like, this scene would work well with somebody sitting quietly in the corner for the entire duration of it, and then toward the end they just pull out a shotgun and do themselves. In Minecraft, only in the game Minecraft, they, you know, in the game they're playing Minecraft and they shoot themselves in Minecraft. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, that would seal the scene so well. Sorry, seal, you know, but it would finish the scene so well, wouldn't it? Like, just to like punctuate it in that way, because this is just torturous agony, and where is the escape? And that's why I feel like she must feel this, like, mentally this is, you know, she's locked in a box in the heat with this guy playing the piano, and it's this is, I swear that she has the food is her escape, isn't it? Food is her escape. The swimming pool, maybe, the camels. Food is her escape, but without that, and she's going to have to scarf those donuts as soon as this is off, because without that, she's just angry and trapped, and that's going to lead to a breakdown. Like, being trapped in your little box, just locked in your little box, like having to make your man his dinner. And does she cook for Salah, or does Salah do the cooking? Like, you know, is he misogynistic in that way? Like, making her cook the dinner, is he like a classic misogynist like that? This can't feel good, and it's endless, and it's her life now. So, trapped in your little box, no hope of parole or escape. Like, you know, what frustration. And now she's using her stream to inflict it on the people that restream her, I think. Like, part of me believes this Salah keyboard thing, although she entertains him doing it, like, oh, you're good, honey, she's thinking, fuck you, the people that are watching. I know French fried girl is watching and having to listen to this. If I don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy it, so fuck you. Like, she's getting a little victory in that, but otherwise she's living in a sort of purgatory.
One for the master, one for the dame, one for the little juice who lives on the wing.
Does she have to do, this is interesting to me, just in general principle, does she have to do sort of like the woman's role in the house in that tired, sexist, misogynistic way, though? Because it is Kuwait, and he is, like, you know, like, seemingly a little bit chauvinistic in that sort of way sometimes. Like, do you think, like, you know, she does the washing, the cleaning, the whatever else, you know, I don't, there's not many other jobs that I think are required. But cooking, washing, you know, is it that sort of system? Because if it's that, then, like, you still, like, he's internalized a sort of misogyny that might spill out in other ways. Like, so I do worry about that, like, you know, and I just don't think this is a healthy situation that she's in, obviously. So Salah does contribute to it. Yeah, she said before Salah won't do any household stuff. Well, he's like a prison warden then, isn't he? And, like, she's like a sort of, like, she's like a sort of it's like a sort of pimp prostitute relationship, in that, like, she's sort of like a trapped, subservient, like, it's just not right, is it, these dynamics? So you see, when you've got those things going on, you might say, oh, it's silly that she should, like, she could obviously tell him just to shut up. They just, you know, they get on fine. She could just tell him. But what happens if Salah throws a tetch? What happens if he gets really eggy? You know, you're breaking up, you're going back to Canada. Like, you know, like, is that ideal for her? Or, like, does she have to keep him happy? Because she knows when he gets cross, you know, like, lots of people have tempers, don't they? Like, he's all in the camera, but, like, what happens when he gets cross? Because she's really keen not to make him cross, from what I can see, even though what he's doing is absolutely winding her up. It goes the other way. He winds her up. He deliberately, like, you know, tweaks her nipples, doesn't he? He winds her up. And she has to take it and be patient on all the videos when we see him doing it. Ha ha ha, you look like the Ursula. You look like the Pokemon Snorlax. Ha ha ha. No, you jump in, I'll film you. Ha ha ha. Walk down those steps. Ha ha. Like, why is she putting up with that shit? That's almost abusive in itself. And that's what's on camera. You know, these things are on camera. So what's not on camera? You know, and if you start with the basic premise of respect is not balanced, not equal. You know, if you enter into a relationship and he says, right, you're going to be doing the cooking, the cleaning, like, you know, the household stuff, I'm not doing it, and you don't immediately say, well, obviously we're not having a relationship then. These jobs are just shared jobs in the house. They're things that happen in the house. So we each have to do, yeah, but I go out to work and you do nothing. Yeah, we both live in the house. So, like, if I came to your work, I'd have to do half the work job at work, but I don't come to the work, so I don't have to do anything at work. I live in the house, so I do half the things in the house. Whereas you also live in the house, you have to do half the things in the house. Like, it's just, like, maybe you can have a division of labour where, okay, like, I'll do the mowing and you agree to take my fair share of the washing up or whatever. But, like, if that's the chosen, you know, if people prefer it that way. But you can't say, because I like cutting the grass, I'm doing that and you have to do the housework. Like, you still have to do half the housework. It's just bizarrely, you know, we're in 2024. This might be a different situation when you go and live in Kuwait and marry like Salah, you know. But I'm saying if you like, it's like boundaries and ground level boundaries. Like if you accept that those are going to be broken from day one, and that this is your sort of accepting your subservient position as a woman, then aren't there many other things that women just have to accept they are subservient in sometimes? Especially in this sort of relationship. It doesn't bode well, that doesn't. And she can't, what's she going to do? What's she going to do? He doesn't have to, like, I'm not saying he has to smash her up with the keyboard or anything, but like he could just say to her, right, I'm turning off the light and I'm leaving the room. And she's like, oh, don't turn off the light and leave the room. And like, she's not going to fucking get up and do anything, is she? She's going to have to fucking lie there in the dark. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, things that he can do, like, that just make her life harder, worse. Like if he's in a cob, like she just probably just wants to keep him on side as much as possible. So in this situation, I've literally witnessed her getting well angry and well fed up, and literally making a face at him. But every time he's talked, yeah, no, it's no, yeah, to the point where towards the end there, she just went, yeah, like, and like she can hardly keep it in anymore that she hates this.
3 bags full, one for the master, one for the dame. A little juice who lives down the lane. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream now. So, I hope you enjoyed, guys. And, yeah, had a nice time. And, I'm done. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Good night, guys.
Thanks for beezing. And I'll see you guys. We'll do it.
You know, there's always that toxic couple who are like, in public, they're all like, ah, and like, you see, I don't want to bother playing the clips from the fast show because you know what I'm talking about, but like the one where they put each other down, like, or she puts him down all the time. She's like, what do you say, Roy? No, what do I say, Roy? What do I always say, Roy? And like, you know, like the sort of toxic couple who out in public are all like sort of slightly one-upping each other and smiles and laughs, but you know that, and like you've heard it when they get in the fucking cab on the way, like screaming and yelling. Like as soon as they get home, they're like, you fucking said this to so-and-so, and you like in front of everyone on the live stream, it's all ha, ha, ha. But I think that when that live stream finishes, she's going to start eggy and he's going to be eggy. Like I think the faces drop as soon as the live stream finishes. They start counting the money and arguing about it.
Field trip to the lobby sometime.
To the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay, guys. See you later. Have a good night.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Like, and she's annoyed by him. Actually, you're right. She's annoyed by him being there. Like that's her live. She's the one that's got the attention on her, and then he's come in and just like stolen the limelight. So, and he's like at the end there, he's going, "Okay, bye, guys. No one cares, Salah. No one's saying goodbye to you. Fuck off." Like maybe they did or maybe they didn't in chat, but you know what I mean? Like it's like you've just glommed on from the side there. So, a bit pathetic. Like, I'm glad that I watched that. I'll cut that and put it on YouTube because at least there's a Foodie Beauty's, I'll have to call it something like Foodie Beauty's micro expressions say more about her than we could ever know or something like that, but it's too long. But like, yeah, like Foodie Beauty's micro expressions react like body language. There's some body language in that at least, so that's good. Talking of good, for YouTube, you be good, and if you can't be good, you're naughty.